I never did the poll for my chat. I'll do it after. I'll give them the draft of game 1. They need the advantage these days.
This is the poll I would need because I think this one is very tough to predict.
Really? I'm just. I thought. Didn't you predict 3-0 top? I'm pretty sure I saw that somewhere. Maybe I'm wrong.
3-2. 3-2 is what I.
Oh, 3-2 top. I'm going 3-0 top.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm going with the big dick prediction this time.
I'm worried about SOFM. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah. Well, they're setting up for a first pick Nidalee here. I wonder if Suiting just banned it away. Okay, so they banned it away. So what happens if Carson just picks Lilia? What does SOFM play? Is he gonna end up just playing like? Yeah, is he gonna play Lisa? I wonder if he'll play Hecarim, honestly, because like Hecarim, I feel like into Lilia is the matchup that you want.
Jhin first pick.
First pick Jhin. Okay, so here, dude, how good does Renekton Lilia sound? If you're talking LPL team versus LPL team.
It's pretty juicy, but it feels, I don't know, I have this conflict in my mind about Renekton. I like, because only good teams are winning with Renekton, and then in my mind I'm like, you're going to win with other shit just easier. So I'm having trouble with this crocodile. But I agree, the LPL game, like I was rewatching JDG Suning, and it's just skill check after skill check after skill check. There is no real way to find some consistency in what they are doing in terms of decisions.
Yeah, it's a bunch of skill checking, but I feel like in general they're like, just the thing that I love about Chinese League of Legends is even though they do skill check, it feels like once it gets to the point of the game, like where they are setting up for like dragons, barons, things like that, like there's a lot of like creative setups that you don't see from other regions. There's a lot of like better decisions made about like who's clearing waves, like how they keep people on the flanks, like when they decide to fight, how they choke out vision. Like I love that type of shit personally, so it's pretty exciting for me always.
I think also they maintain tempo very, very well. Very, very well. It seems, when it reaches that point in the game, as you mentioned, it's just everyone seems on the same page by then. It's just that the early game decisions, sometimes you see 3v4s and you see 4v2s, and it's a little bit all over the place.
Yep. I wonder if it could actually be a set jungle. I mean, Karsa was like one tricking set jungle for a while. I think for Suning when they played, I reviewed some of that series. I'm pretty sure Karsa was playing some set jungle there too. Yeah, he was super good at the pick. So I wonder if like, TES is going to just go back to some of those old strategies.
I like Topis was way more here first stream. I like the set jungle too. You're doing the carrying here, man. I'm still waking up.
All right, let's see it. Okay, so I mean, the most obvious pick would be Leona for Suiting, so it ends up getting banned away from TES. To me, I feel like that signifies more of the set jungle to me, because like normally you're fine playing set into Leona bot lane. So the fact that they're banning Leona makes me feel like this will end up being like set jungle, maybe a Nautilus on 4 for Sword Art, something like that.
The question for me, like, because both of these supers, I don't know how much Pantheon they're playing. I think Yuyanja played a couple of games. Because Leona, the progression should be Pantheon 4. Because Nautilus has fallen out of favor. But without that, I'm not so sure.
So I feel like if you go Pantheon, I mean, what I love as the answer to Pantheon is things like Braum. Like I think Braum is actually really good into Pantheon just in general, because like the laning is not super free for Pantheon the same way, and just like the way that Braum wants to lane, you don't like really want to all in, so you don't get baited into those Pantheon all ins, and it just scales way better throughout the game. So yeah, I mean, I'm completely down with that type of mentality. Bot lane.
Yeah, Braum is good too, because you can hold the stun before the E falls off. It's kind of hard to E any of the burst of Braum. I like Gragas the most into Pantheon though. I'm a Gragas, because you just E the W, and I've been calling for Gragas for the last 2 months. I think people are starting to get annoyed with me.
Okay, so there's the Pantheon Jhin lane. So I feel like there's some tech you can do in this lane. I mean, one thing that I've seen people do when they play into Pantheon Jhin, I don't know. I don't think Huan Feng's gonna actually do it bot lane, but in other matchups, like for example, if you're playing into Pantheon Jhin, you can just start a cloth armor. It just negates so much damage. It's actually super efficient in terms of the lane. But yeah, it is the set jungle. So they went back to the roots. We were correct on that for sure.
All you do. I think the Jace is first I'm thinking it's kind of mad, but the first series that they played heavy into topside, heavy into topside. They just kill bin over and over, deny bin, and it worked for 3 games. But I feel Jace is dangerous. I thought they would blind pick Cannon here.
Yeah, Jace is. I mean, this is the opposite of what we saw in their matchup in terms of top lane matchup in semifinals of LPL. So, for example, it was Bin that was playing the Jace, and 369 was playing the Wukong side of things. I think Wukong is actually looking pretty good in this game.
Yeah.
Only
Armor
one
value.
magic damage
Holy.
dealer. Yeah, the armor value is huge, right? Because it's 4 AD and one AP. So I like the Wukong pick here. I mean, I think that overall the draft is. I mean, I would personally just prefer Suning's draft here if I was like gonna just drop a random team on it. But I mean, top likes playing drafts that are more like dependent on skill expression and things like that. I mean, and Jace versus Wukong should be a winning lane for Jace for sure.
I worry about the Wukong. I feel like that made Red slightly better, and I worry. I'm just not a fan of Jace. I think Jace into Wukong, a lot of conditions need to go right, and you have double AD together with Set. It's not such a good 2v2, so I'm a bit worried there. If it was Cannon instead of Jace, I would be pretty blue favorite, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, Jason to Wukong can. I mean, it's just a match where you just have to be like winning the whole time. But that's like a lot of the Jace lanes where like the Jace just needs to, get the 20, 30 CS lead and just drive him into the floor. So.
And then he changes his mind and buys tier, and then the lane is over.
Yeah.
How do you usually find like the timer together with your co-viewing?
Oh, okay. So
buddy?
Normally I just have people watch my live view site, and then you just sync off the YouTube, and I'll send it to you. Yeah. So you can just mute my stream there, and then we can just sync off it.
Holy. Yo, this is some high-tech stuff, dude. Jesus.
Yep,
Did you make this yourself, man? Holy.
Hell no. You think I'm coding this shit? You think I figured that shit out myself? Hell no.
Yo, this is mad. You have 2 chats as well? Holy.
Yeah, you can turn them off. There's options at the top to turn off the chats and everything. Or you can just full screen. What time are you in game?
Let me just 51, 52, 53.
Okay, so I'm like 3 seconds ahead, so just go 2 times, and then when you get to 110, just pause, and then I'll count down until 110. 2 times speed the YouTube player. So I'm at 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110.
I pause at 110.
Okay, so yeah, we can do it again at 20 actually. So.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to pause and then drop
19,
the music for
20.
me.
No. I was just counting into it. So yeah, you
So
pretty much just just pause like a little bit ahead of me. So I'm at 128, 29, 30, 31.
Yeah, I'm at live, man. I can't go further than so I can't catch up to you, man.
No, you can 2 times speed the player, and then you're good. So like you see the YouTube option, you can press settings, playback speed, and then you go 2 times, and then you can get ahead of me.
Okay, do some countdowns again, brother.
Okay, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 2.
03? Tell me at 03?
Yep.
Okay. All right, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
Holy.
It's the
I feel very stupid.
This is something that I had to get used to when I started getting banned from co-streaming and things like that.
I think Riot's pretty unhappy about the decision of co-streaming, I think they regret it. They're like, shit.
I think they regret.
I think they were just watching you and LS with fucking owl eyes, man. They're like, holy, we need to find ways to stop this bleeding.
I mean, for me, I just feel like it's healthy competition. Like it's
for
the type of thing where it's like you guys have a full casting team, you have way more resources, etc. Like there's things that could be improved upon if people would prefer to watch like a more janky setup.
No, I'm with you 100%. But
SOFM, I think he's beating Ning's clear time here. The Ning challenge. He's doing it. All right.
Matchups wise, much easier to play this game for Set. Should have push every lane actually. I don't know how much it matters though.
Yeah, it should be free double crab, I think. I mean, set normally doesn't like clearing rates that much anyway, so should be a free double crab. I wonder if TS's bot lane's just gonna take it themselves.
How would you feel about that?
Oh, I'd be like, just give me the fucking crab. You don't need that shit. Like, yep, they give it to him. All right, nice. That's how you know Carson's an alpha jungler right there. Smites it. Okay.
Well, you gotta tell me your time again. What time we at?
54, 55, 56, 7, 8, 59, 4 minutes.
Alright, I'm Gucci.
Okay. It's an interesting back from SFM there. Not sure how I feel about it. He backed with he backed and bought. He was sitting on 700 gold and he went Talisman Longsword. Where I feel like double Longsword is just pretty good. I mean, obviously Talisman is better sustained throughout the jungle, but I mean, I guess he just wants when he shows this, he just wants to clear to 6. Not really going to be looking for anything.
Yeah, I would just imagine that he just doesn't think he wins anywhere before. Because he's pretty suffocated. I'm kind of surprised that Casa doesn't do more with the fact that that they are so strong. Like
Yeah,
going
I mean,
for enemy gromp or something like this. To just kind of letting him do what he wants to do.
it's weird to make those types of plays because you've used set mainly as like a ganker, you know. It's not like a Graves or a Nidalee or something where you're like focused on taking away enemy camps. But I think it would be viable here to do it. It just seems like it's different mentality. I also really don't like the Azir from Suning. Like the more that I'm looking at the draft, the more I'm starting to like be like, okay, well, Suning has no prio anywhere, and they also have an Azir, which I feel like is just way too like late game scaling compared to most champions that we see mid lane this tournament. It seems like everyone wants to spike super hard on 2 items, but Azir is more like a 3 or 4 item power spike type champion, so
It's
not
also
huge on it.
it also was so uncommon to see Azir in the LPL the whole year almost. Like, especially in playoffs. I think it was played maybe 2 games or something. Because that makes sense to me. Like Azir just feels a little bit too slow, and it also got nerfed coming into this tournament. It was pretty big in my opinion.
Azir is slow, and then the other thing is like LPL teams are the most willing to counterpick the Azir. I think that's why it didn't have proud because there was points where in like LCK, for example, you had teams that would just like first pick Azir at points throughout the season where it's like first pick of the overall draft was Azir. They don't care about your Kassadin, they don't care about anything that you could run into it. But in LPL, it's like, okay, if they go Azir early, we just take Kassadin. They seem like they're way more like willing to play counter picks. SFM actually gets crab here. This is so crazy that he gets this crab.
Oh, this is murder, man.
Yeah, the fact that he gets a crab there, holy shit. I mean, his bot lane did have like a reset over the enemy there, but like, I don't know. Still had no mid prio. UNG was on the map. They trade flash for flash.
This is good for Ben, I think. Very good.
Yeah.
This is being
even
in this state, considering Set had control of full river topside for the duration that mattered. Huge for Ben. But bottom is gonna have problem, I think. PF into tier.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
But I guess SFM would just kick the Jace in the head and just put him out of the game, and then Wukong's gonna 1v9.
Yep.
That's my prediction. It's really weird that we're wearing the same hoodie, brother. I also got the Cloud9 hoodie.
How do you have a Cloud9 hoodie, dude?
I asked them to send me. Well, I wanted the remote controlled car. Did you see? Did you see the remote control?
Yeah.
Did you have one of those?
No, I don't have one of those. I didn't ask for one.
And then I was like, "Yo, just give me a Puma. Give me one of those hoodies too, man. They look comfortable." And then they hooked me up.
They're pretty comfortable. Solid.
It's been neat.
Free Herald. I mean, yeah, the Jace is definitely not doing what you'd expect the Jace to be able to.
Nine.
Oh, this guy's dead. He's dead. Beyond dead. He's so dead.
Bye bye.
Phase rush though, but it doesn't matter.
Ooh.
All right, chilling.
Only.
Just like one of those times, you see this actually so much where like a top laner will be pushed up and like his jungler will be on his own side, like on Gromp or something, or on Herald or on Crab, and they just like feel like because their jungler is technically top side, they're way safer than they actually are. Bin could die here. I think he's probably dead. Oh, he missed. Carson missed, but he's still dead. There's no way this guy can live.
Yeah. But the wave crashes, so I would be kind of happy with that.
Wait, Suning is just diving and inting the whole game. Nice.
What
They just
on
literally
earth, man?
what the fuck just happened? So they tried
Perks?
to dive. No, so
Perks?
this is what happened. Pantheon was based, and they thought that they had a window to dive Jackie Love, and then Pantheon just ulted back into the lane, and then they just got fucked. They didn't show it on camera because like they don't show any of the actual action on camera
Yes.
these days. But yeah, the Pantheon definitely just ulted and surprised them there.
I think maybe he got XP in Fog of War because he was sitting in the bush on river and mid.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they just didn't see his 6. It's pretty humongous brain.
Look, Jesus fucking. I mean, that wasn't even a good dive anyway. They didn't have
That's
Jackie
the tier.
Jesus Christ.
Holy. Bottom is giga doomed.
Chat, I put the poll for you guys. Let's see what your results are. TS 3-1 so far.
They're abusing, man. 10 minutes into the game, get to make a poll. That is...
Yeah. I they need the help. My chat had a 5-game lead on me in terms of predictions originally.
Holy.
Yeah, and then now they threw it, and now I have a 3-game lead. They went -8 over the course of like the last couple days of group stage and playoffs and things like that.
How is your chat leaning? Are they leaning in some direction? Are they like Twitter G2 fans? G230 come on.
Yeah, they're Europe, like mainly. Like they predicted. Oh, okay, hold on. Yeah, this guy's dead. Free. Oh, the Jace is becoming a liability.
Big problem. Yeah, the flash for flash trade is huge for Bin. So huge.
Yeah, it was so big. Killed him twice before his flash has been back up. All right, good shuffle from Angel, Did some work there. Oh my god. Oh, this is actually looking like how the fucking first TS shooting series looked, where like there was such a massive bot gap. Jackie Love over Huanfeng. I mean, here it wasn't as much pure laning because in that other series it was like Caitlyn, Lux, Jackie Love just taking plates on his own. Up in CS, this time they just tried to dive Jackie Love and he's got 3 kills, but this Jhin is going to be an issue later on. I mean, Suning have the tools to deal with it. I mean, Rakan, Lee Sin, Wukong should be able to like get on him. There's not a super big amount of appeal for the Jhin, so I think that they could potentially deal with the Jhin being huge, but you definitely don't want to see a fucking Storm Razor Zeal Jhin at 12 minutes in the game.
If Suning managed to take this drag, I feel like they can stall the game a lot too. It's a big changer for me.
Yeah, they can't get this Drake though. I don't think.
They
have no TP topside. Jace is already moving. This Drake is all TS.
The soul is gonna be crazy good, and I think they can just drive it home. They should be very winning. Maybe Jace can solo lose the game.
Okay. At least it's a mountain and not an infernal.
I think Jace buying lethality is very wrong.
Well, I don't mind it if you're actually doing what you're supposed to do in this lane, but at this point, like, yeah, you're not actually.
The Knight's Vow is coming. Knight's Vow is coming on Lee, and the Iceborne Gauntlet on Ezreal. Zeke's Convergence, just so much armor.
Yep.
Maybe he's gonna clear wards. Utility. Woohoo!
Yeah. I don't know if it'll be the Umbral Glaive. Huanfeng was so dead, Carson was going for the double stun on the Rakan. He didn't even care about just stunning the Ezreal. Jesus. Weak side Jace, don't worry about it.
I'm still disappointed they don't just go Cannon. It's
I mean,
weird.
Jace has been so bad this entire tournament.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, who's looked good on it so far? Just pretty much Doran in like one of the games he played.
Yeah. Like Doran and I guess who else played it mid? There was like a mid game.
Knight.
Yeah,
There was
Knight.
Knight that
Yeah,
played.
Knight into Nemesis.
Yeah, that doesn't even count though. And he didn't even play it that well. You know, like he just died.
Yeah,
I
he
don't know,
died to the
once or
gank.
twice in lane.
Like,
That gank was so bad.
terrible.
Such a bad gank.
Yeah. It was strange. Well, I'm surprised we're actually having a slow first game. Or maybe I'm just being slow.
It is a slow first game for sure.
Um,
Like relatively slow for what you'd expect here. How strong is this Wukong? I mean, we're at the territory where Wukong could just solo kill the Jace if they match up in lane. Good read from Knight. Wow, actually playing weak side and then like warding your own jungle defensively with a pink ward when you're playing weak side. Who would have thought that this is a thing? I love seeing it, honestly. I love seeing that defensive pink from Knight. Literally just saved his life right there.
I hate it when people do what Jackie Love just did. Like he just cleared the wave and then just stand in the middle of the lane.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess he pretty much feels like Herald's guaranteed anyway, and he can't contest the bot side vision, so I guess on that wave it's fine.
I'm gonna pay attention to see if he keeps doing it. Then I'll report him.
And that shock blast onto Huanfeng didn't even do that much damage considering he's building lethality and Huanfeng doesn't even have like Glacial Shroud or his Iceborne or anything yet.
If Toby supposed to keep calm, to just play for Drake, I don't think there is a good way for Sony to recover. Okay. Ooh,
Okay.
alright.
He actually lived. So surprising he lives there, actually. I felt like he was super dead.
I hope we get a replay,
Man.
but I doubt the observers are gonna offer this to us. Because I thought he was super dead too.
Yep.
And then I thought he cleanse flashed out of the kick.
But he has no cleanse, so it's like...
But then maybe, like, did the kick get cancelled by W of Rakan or some shit like that?
Oh, yes, it did.
Ooh. Sad.
Well, I think... Yeah, I mean, I think that's on... You know, SFM just needs to wait for the CC to connect because I think Rakan going first makes sense when the guy has flash. Because if he just... If SFM goes for the war jump flash kick, then it's always flashable by Jackie Love, but the Rakan engage is like more guaranteed, so...
Yeah, I'm with you.
That's pretty unlucky. I mean, Huanfeng, look at Huanfeng's items, look at Jackie Love's items. How fucking strong is this guy?
It's a
16 minutes, rapid fire Storm Razor, boots upgraded, and a crit cloak. This guy is so fucking strong right now. Holy shit.
I think Suning fighting this is a big mistake. They need to gamble fourth Drake, I think.
It should be a good shockwave. Yeah, it's a really good shockwave. It's gonna be a hard win, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oof.
Jackie Love is here. You can just ulti, right? I guess they're not going for it. I mean, they win this Drake though for sure. SFM's dead 22. You have TP on 369.
Pantheon ult.
Gia has ulti.
Yeah.
Yep. Chilling.
But very weird that Sony decided to just coin flip this. I think fourth Drake they have chances, but here, I think if Luden's Azir, he just goes for Luden's because the game is decided on fourth Dragon and then 2 core Ezreal, Muramana. I think it's winnable, but this I think just puts the game in the coffin maybe.
Yeah, especially because he used the stopwatch there as well. The Azir, like, I don't know. It's gonna be a hard fight. That being said, they're not even that strong here because of Lee Sin had no flash, Rakan had no flash from the attempted kill on Jackie Love, so it's kind of rough.
And even if they wanted to commit for this, like they could have also stalled a lot more. Like they didn't pay attention to Bin's position. They had to do some alcove gaming, and then I think maybe it could work. But I think flipping it like that is not necessary.
Pretty rough. Okay, they actually just took Huanfeng's Jin away. I mean, Huanfeng's been playing. He's been super reliant on the Jin pick, even though he's been good the whole tournament. Like his champion pool hasn't been the biggest. 369. Why even flash, man? Gia's ult comes in.
You know, you stop being a pro player way later than me. But sometimes I watch games and I'm like, I could be the Jason this game and do what he does and win with top esports.
Yeah, I feel the same way every single time I watch TL play. I'm like, I could do this.
In which role?
Jungle.
In the jungle, yeah.
Yeah. My fucking full clearing is still on point. You know, my jungle farming is there. I'm not Ning yet.
Speaking of clears, like I had someone like write me on Discord about the clear of some of the junglers, and some of it is so egregious. I was watching like some pro views of Peanut, and he's just chilling while he's taking the camps, losing like HP. It looks like he's texting on WhatsApp or something while he's clearing.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is just like them. They're just like looking at lanes, I guess. If you're watching the pro view, were they looking at lanes or were they just like?
Not really. Like some watch lanes more. For that I can that I gave some lenience to, but some were just straight up chilling.
Yeah,
it was mad.
Hey, come on, calm down, Karsa. You're not getting this kill. Just literally, they just don't need to do anything crazy. Just wait for this fucking next Drake. If you're top, and Jackie might even have IE for it. Probably not, actually. Yeah, we'll see. It's gonna be close. I mean, if Jin shows up to fourth Drake at 23 minutes with 3 items, you could just FF, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Unless they snap him, this is the only way. Just the items of Azir are still pretty sad. At least there's 40% CDR. I would have loved their sword instead of recalling, he would just find like a path and just chill in the enemy jungle, pull a Hillisang. I think maybe this could have increased the chances.
Yeah. If it was Cloud Drake, it was winnable. Well, Cloud was second, so they knew from like super early on in the game what Drake was going to be, or like that it was going to be an important Drake.
Like Mountain is super strong, but it's not like super like game over. But it should be game over, if that makes sense.
I feel like it's super annoying here because the way that Suiting needs to win fights is by like just one-shotting somebody, and Mountain makes that obviously more difficult up until the point where Azir gets like 3-4 items, and then Azir can just like 1v9 the fights front to back. It's hard for them to actually like fight. Does Jackie Love have his IE? Let's see. Is he gonna base? If he bases right now, then yep. Oh my god, he might have IE. He's basing. Okay, let's see.
Drum roll.
Does he have it? Oh, just FF. This is where you can literally just start the surrender vote. You can just FF right now. It's all good.
Jeez.
22 minutes, 3-item Jin. Nah.
Okay. SFM magic. Do you believe in the magic, Dom?
I mean, they're fighting before the Jin is actually there, and Oriana's not here either. They get a good chunk on Karsa, honestly. Not bad. The thing is, TS actually has like wards in their jungle here, so they actually have the flanks covered to some degree. 369 is sitting here, fending off the flank. Karsa got hit.
He's just food.
Yeah. Oh, he actually went for the flash smite. Karsa went a little crazy there. Oh, ooh. Karsa ulted the wrong one. Okay.
Oh.
It's a dub. They get Baron off this if they kill. I think they kill Knight and get Baron, right? I think it should be Baron.
Yep, yep.
Well, I
For
mean, that
sure.
was pretty much the most troll way that I think TES could have played it. Carson just went for the steal, so he flashed it in for the steal and then ulted the clone, the Wukong clone. Holy shit.
Holy Jin got snapped.
Yeah.
He flashed too. Pantheon is pretty useless at this point in the game, actually.
Yeah.
But Karsa's blunder is very, very bad. To ult the clone like that.
Ulted the clone and then like they played for the steal, right? They didn't play for the fight, so kind of weird in that regard too.
Now in my eyes, red is super winning.
Super good. And the Pantheon stun gets canceled by the Wukong ult either, or the Wukong ult too. This is probably the worst that this fight could have went. I can't imagine it going much worse than this.
Yeah, been just outplayed with very little effort. The whole enemy team. Jesus.
Karsa ulted Wukong to Jackalif. He literally ulted the clone of Wukong. Like he was just like, man, I just want to be as useless as possible in this game.
Yeah, now it's super winning. But this game is gonna go for long. Swooning 3-core Azir, I think it will be tough. Unless Jin does super much, but I don't feel like Jin is the type of champion. I feel like Jin is the cherry on top of a cake, never the cake himself. In the sense that I never see a Jin being 1v9. It's just supplementary to everything else that wants to be done. Alright?
Well, Wanfeng just got flash ulted by Karsa, or hex flash ulted by Karsa.
But he was sleeping, no? Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to watch it again. I think he just hex flashed behind him and just insta-ulted. I mean, this Wukong is huge. I don't like the Zhonya's really from Angel. Like, I get that the enemy team has a ton of AD, and that's why he wants it. But I feel like it's not that easy. Like, the enemy team doesn't really have a way to get to him. I mean, I guess, like, Pantheon can ult him and shit, but I don't really care about that much. I feel like if you're more confident as their player, you probably skip Zhonya's until later.
It was in a kind of a weird spot because he had finished Codex already, but gold-wise, like Death Cap for sure would have been the best. But I just don't know, considering I finished Codex, that maybe he just went for it. Well, but I agree with you completely. Zhonya's shouldn't be necessary here at all. Just outranges the whole enemy team. You can only be hit by really JCQ maybe.
Yeah. I mean, he went the Phoenix Codex after he had Nashor's Tooth and Lost Chapter completed. So, like, he was already opting into the Zhonya's already by that point. I just, like, want to see, like, how the fights play out. Like, I don't feel like he's going to be at all the first to die ever.
I think the Codex he just bought because of the 4th Drake, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe at 900 Gs.
40% CDR. By the time Wukong reaches GA, I think he doesn't die ever again this game. Should be hard.
Like that,
should be hard to kill him for sure.
The next hurdle that Orianna is gonna reach, Death Cap, is gonna be on 7th Dragons maybe, and two mountains for Suning. Too much.
Yeah. Is in good position again. Huanfeng might die here. Oh, good shift. Man, you and Gio. Okay, nice little man. You smurfed it. 25 seconds. And Knight is not in the best position here. No ulti from the Pantheon. I just want to see how much damage the Jin actually takes here. Oh my god, wait, he just ulted him away from his team. Karsa actually just griefed his team there. Because he was already stunned. He was already CC'd. Okay, nice shock blast, man. You're very useful. You definitely are not in North American Jace. Don't worry.
I think they can't fight this. There's no way in hell.
Wait for who?
I think Suning should be super winning, but Ezreal is being a little bit too afraid.
Oh, he actually won the Smite War. So this, I think that Rakan having no ult, no engage is actually huge. Jackalove just got jumped on.
Okay.
Wait, what did Jackalove do there? I think Jackalove griefed it,
Flash
but I'm not
auto
100% sure.
the Rakan.
Oh, he flashed out of the Rakan? Okay, so he super griefed it. Nice.
That was 10 points for Gryffindor.
Definitely 10 points for Gryffindor here.
Jesus.
Well, can they end? It's 20 seconds now. They can. They could get mid. Oh, actually, what are they trying to?
They get it super fast. They have the right champions to push.
They can maybe end.
Looks like an
10
end,
seconds on Jackalove. All right, let's see it.
They need to block the bullets from the wave of Jin.
Yeah, no, it looks like it's an end.
Holy.
Wait, why did Bin just stopwatch? Bin just stopwatch for no reason.
To reset tower aggro. Jesus.
Did he really? Okay. Holy fuck. All right, they got to show that replay again. I want to see what happened at the end of that game.
Yeah, Jackalove hard griefed it. But also, like, fighting that Drake is so shocking.
I feel like with Rakan being half-life, no ulti, I feel like they could win if they just play front to back. Like, they just chill, play front to back. They had summoners on their carries, play around Orianna Jhin. They just weren't able to do it, though.
It's weird, though, because at that point, I don't see how realistically they kill Azir and Ezreal. So maybe they're just too losing, and they're just burger flipping with a Mountain Drake steal or some shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it could have been their Mountain Drake as well if they just timed it better, because they were the one that was controlling the Drake, right? So if they timed fourth shot with Karsa's Smite, I feel like they can secure the Drake and then probably fight afterwards, but I will have to see.
So Orianna also went for Zhonya's in the end there.
Wait, really?
Zhonya third item, but I don't know what his gold is because the observers never show us. So maybe just had the gold and wanted to hard force on this Drake and just decide the game right there. But I think it's just the wrong move. I think maybe Orianna deathcap. Wukong is in kill range again, but in this fight, Wukong 200 armor, I think is a no-go. What do you do in breaks, brother? What's your business?
What's my break? Am I in breaks? I don't know. I'm normally just on Twitter finding like banger meme tweets.
Okay.
And then just like flaming players, you know, getting in trouble with the broadcast, all that type of stuff.
Nice.
Yeah. It's normally just time to like meme and flame for me.
Holy. What do you think about the whole TSM business?
The Bjergsen thing?
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know, man. Like, I think he still could have done more as a player. You know, I don't think it was like doomed for him or anything.
Yeah.
I guess for me, it's just like, it's just sad that he's retiring. And it's like, okay, so for seasons 4 to season 7, he was legitimately like one of the best mids. Like in the world, he was like a top mid, like a top, I don't know, top 10, I would say, something in there.
Mm-hmm.
One of the better mids in the world. And his best performance is like quarterfinals, where it's like if you watch some of the games, like I was thinking about even doing this, like watching some of like his games from Worlds and group stage, season 6, season 5, even like he was so much better than like some of the Korean mid laners that they were sending. Like I remember those games where I think maybe it was against like Nagne from KT Rolster, or maybe it was I forget who it was. I think it was Nagne, where you know everyone was like, oh, Nagne is like probably like a top 3 mid in Korea or whatever, and he's just up 50 CS in lane, solo killing like them all day. And then he just gets he never actually got to make a run at Worlds. He never got a semifinal or anything like that.
Actually, I remember that game. This was the group with, this was the Dyrus retired, right? 2016? Yeah?
2015, yeah.
2015 even. Oh, this was Bruiser meta, the fucking Mordekaiser patch, while Turtle playing Mordekaiser. Good times. Even against us in 2016, I was in the same group against TSM and Bjergsen 1v9 against us.
Yeah.
Barring I was trolling because we prepared Vladimir against his Syndra, but we didn't play against the Syndra like that.
Yeah, well, Vladimir was like, I remember that tournament, Vladimir was considered like the counter to Syndra or whatever. It's like, oh, you can like go down a little bit in lane, but then you just 1v9 later on.
Like the Spirit Visage technology, just buy Spirit Visage. But yeah, we got rocked. Svenskeren and Björksen actually had really strong 2v2. It was good.